Following the Moscow bombings, I'm joined by Igor Khokhlov from the Institute of World Economy and International Relations. Thank you very much for joining us. So tell me, what do you think makes a young person like Maryam Sharipova, somebody who's 28 years old with her whole life ahead of her, want to strap a bomb to herself?
Actually, there's a number of reasons that make people join terrorist networks, and usually that's quite young people. People who are just starting their life, and maybe they don't understand the value of life completely. That's, I think, one of the main reasons. Because I would like to say that terrorism is not an ideology. Terrorism is a method, because organizations of absolutely different kind, like Ra, like Global Jihad Salafi, they use this kind of methods. So that's kind of method to impose the will of the minority over the majority. That's usually the organizations that don't have public support in the society, and usually they try to employ younger people, people who don't maybe understand the politics very well, people who don't understand the whole complexity of modern life, you see. So they try to look for some kind of easy solutions, and the younger people are much easier to be employed for this kind of stuff.
I see. So taking a look at the big picture now of this, how likely do you think it is that these events here in Moscow over the last 8 days and in Russia over the last 8 days are connected to a larger global terror network?
Okay, there's no doubt that we live in a globalized world, and of course global terrorist networks are interconnected. Because we can easily use that methods employed, for instance, in Afghanistan are immediately used within a few weeks in Iraq, and then can be used in Russia. The methods that are used by Palestinians in their fight against Israel are used in Russia and vice versa. So there could be no doubt that's a part of a global terrorist network.
Okay. And do you think that in the long run that there is an ultimate victory over radical Islam that can be achieved?
Actually, I wouldn't say that the victory over radical Islam, that's what we need. We need victory over terrorists. Because, you know, in Islam, like in any global religion, like in Christianity, there are different trends, there are different groups. People understand, like in Christianity, people understand the Holy Bible in a different way, the same way people understand the Quran in a different way. But minorities need to impose their will over the majority, and the only way to attract attention is terrorism. And as we see, many organizations who started as terrorists, as they gain public support, like Hezbollah, for instance, they turn to a more prudent approach to legal activities. So I think that's not victory over Islam that we need to achieve, or over radical Islam, because there could be different trends and different understandings. That's victory over terrorism. And no doubt the victory is possible.
Very good.
It just will take time.
Thank you very much, Igor Khokhlov from the Institute of World Economy. Thanks very much for joining me.